So I read this report today called Industrial Policy for the Intelligence Age, Ideas to Keep People First by OpenAI. And we are going to get into it and talk about some of the most striking things or the ideas and to warn you about what's to come. Because right now the call is coming from in the house. And you know, over here at the Junior Economist, we love to stay ahead of the curve, and that is what I'm here to do for you all. So in case you're new here, hello, my name is Gaisha. I'm your new favorite economist. And without further ado, let's get right into this. And I took notes, so if I'm looking down, that's why. All right. So the report is divided into two parts. One, they talk about ideas for an open economy. And then the second one, they talk about ideas for a resilient economy. The open economy is the main thing which I'm going to talk about today, because the resilient economy is more so of a governance tool. So there are three things I want to highlight. The first one is they talk about the need for a public wealth fund, which is translation for universal basic income, which means that they know that a lot of jobs are about to be obliterated due to the acceleration of what AI can do. So therefore, everyone needs to be getting their ducks in a row sooner than later. And that 2035 timeline that they originally quoted about how most jobs in this era will be mostly gone by then will actually probably be, I would say, in the next 3 to 5 years. Another thing that they talk about is increasing the pathways to human-centered work. And they say expand opportunities in the care and connection economy of child care, elder care, education, healthcare, and community services as pathways for workers displaced by AI. So at this point, what I would say to most people, either you are going to be owning the nursing home or care facility, or either you're going to be working in it. You have to decide this. And they also advocate for more training of AI scientists, technicians, and as well as operators. So this also means that you should be skilling up as well if you don't want to go in a human-centered pathway. Now, one thing that they do discuss in here is modernizing the tax base, because let's be for real. If you don't have people paying taxes, or if AI is now substituting a human, how are you going to build these extravagant things, or even, have money to provide entitlement programs or government grants? So that being said, they do discuss having higher taxes on capital gains at the top, corporate income, and as well as targeted measures on sustained AI-driven returns. So what do I take from all this? You need to do whatever you need to do in order to stay competitive in this job market, if that's what you want to do. You need to also figure out ways to have multiple streams of income, because they also do briefly touch on how they want to make benefits that you get from your job highly portable. So just in case you don't have a job anymore as well. So that's the thing. I will also say that if you're like a healthcare baddie or anything like that, babe, stay there, because that is going to boom forever, because we're going to always need human services. But yeah, if you are not in that category, or if you are planning out your career, consider something that's going to be highly relevant, highly competitive, and where you're gonna stay in a range that supports your lifestyle. So with that being said, I just want to come over here and give the warning, because I'm like, oh my goodness, let's get into this. So I hope y'all have a great night. And if you have any more ideas or any thoughts or comments on this, please feel free to leave them below. And yeah, let's discuss this.